You know, I've realized something. I should really stop cursing. That type of vocabulary is just bad for you. So I will switch to a healthier and more family-friendly tongue.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
So before we get into the video, I just want to say that I am not a narcissist, nor am I crazy.
It's the biggest piece of—
But only crazy people say they're not crazy. Frick you, man. I have pride and an ego just like any normal human being would, but I'm not arrogant or stupid. Yeah, right. Alright, guys. And girls, I'm not sexist. Just kidding. As I am the reincarnation of Confucius himself and Genghis Khan is my great ancestor, allow me to enlighten you with the wisdom I have acquired throughout my life. Anyway, so people are complicated, you know. Trying to understand someone is like looking at a picture, but you're only able to see half of it. And usually that's enough because usually the other half looks similar to the first one. So from looking at the original half, you're able to make out what the other one might look like, and this allows you to get a good read on a person and understand who they really are. But not all people are the same. Some are more complicated than others, and it becomes harder to get a good read on a complex person because half of their picture just may not be the same as the other half. For example, one half might be heaven and then the other hell. And unless they show you the full picture, show you who they really are, you'll never be able to truly understand them. And here's where a problem arises, because it's hard to understand a complex person unless they show you who they are in their entirety.
I'm on admin, you fucking
But it's usually the really complex people who don't know how to show you who they really are. They don't know how to show you the full picture, or they can't show you the full picture for whatever reason. So it's like trying to solve a puzzle when the creator themselves doesn't even know how. Or wondering why your father didn't love you. You're just never gonna know. Anyway, let's move on from that and talk about trauma. Trauma like how your father left and never came back. And does trauma really make you stronger as a person? No! Yes, you can grow stronger from getting hurt. That's the basis of exercise. You rip your muscles apart and they grow back stronger. But that requires your muscles to heal, and trauma doesn't just heal. That's why it's called trauma and not an unpleasant experience. Trauma is a scar, and some lesser trauma does go away by itself with time, like how a minor scar slowly fades. But severe trauma is like having a ruptured spinal cord. It doesn't go away. Scar tissue is hard and useless. It doesn't have a function in your body other than just being a hard shell. Trauma doesn't make you strong, it makes you build a hard shield around yourself, and if you break it, all that's left is just you, soft and weak. But as I said before, I am the reincarnation of— Stop! I'm gonna touch you. So sit down and get ready for a lesson, because I'm gonna teach you how trauma heals. How scars heal. It's surgery. You have to surgically remove the scar tissue and let the regular tissue grow back in. And you can do this yourself, but that requires a lot more time and focus than if you had the help with others. Yes, love and the power of friendship fixes trauma. Who would have guessed? But no, healing from trauma is not painless. It's painful. After all, in order to heal from a scar, you must remove the tissue, remove your shield, reopen your old wounds, and it will hurt. But getting hurt makes you stronger, doesn't it? It's just that getting scarred doesn't make you stronger, alright? Anyway, let's move on to a harder topic. Let's talk about equality. Don't you just love equality?
No!
It's the encapsulation of it goes in the square hole. We're all special in our own ways, with some more special than others, but all of our quirks and our differences makes us unique. Yet we have to treat everyone equally, because at the end of the day, whether you're a square, a triangle, a circle, or a rhombic cosine dodecahedron, we're all still shapes, and we all still go into the square hole. Now humans are obviously more complex than shapes, but the point still stands. We're all human, and we all deserve the same treatment, and get the same divorce court ruling. Now after that last statement, not the divorce court one, just had to clarify, it's time to get into the real nitty-gritty of what I want to talk about regarding this topic of equality. Some people can be real shallow and surface level when it comes to these types of things. So me, being a human with an elevated level of intelligence, will explain the sheer depth and complexities of equality, just in case your brain is feeble and cannot comprehend it yourself. Completely sane, by the way. Who's talking? When I say same treatment, I don't just mean use the same bathrooms, get the same education, get the same police conduct. No! Men and women should have different bathrooms. Sometimes other kids need a different way of education because they're, I don't know, slow. And some people deserve police brutality. We're all different, so sometimes we can't just give everyone the same treatment, but that doesn't mean we can't give everyone equal treatment. Equal and the same aren't the same. I mean, honestly, as long as you judge someone based on their character and their ability, you're fine. Martin Luther King Jr. knew what he was talking about, alright? Anyway, I think I'm done yapping. Alright, thanks for listening. If you got this far, I hope you learned something, or at least reflect, or gotten you to think deeply about something. I don't know. And if you like this type of content, let me know. I'm a sellout, so I'll do anything that gets the views. I'm joking.